So even though I mentioned last time this will need to be treated with rust converter, this won't be the case. Hello everybody and welcome to day 122, which at the same time is the start into season 5 of this Jaguar S-Type restoration. My big goal is to have the project completed within these 5 years, so let's hurry up and inspect the result of my work on the rear subframe mounting points from more than 2 weeks ago. You may remember there's been shiny metal when I left, but as always the rust came back. So let's see what I can clean off. It's just some alcohol, not much, so let's go over that with one of the purple wheels once again. Always seems I'm growing from week to week, or the space here underneath is getting tighter. Maybe I can use this as a thumbnail for today. Maybe a file can help me get rid of the remaining rust here in this edge. Let's see if I can get into this angle as well. So now a final pass with one of those baby flat wheels. As a frequent viewer of the series, you may know that I used a rust converter on the front subframe as well as on the differential housing, and surprisingly abandoned both tasks. Let's say I'm not excited about rust covered with some protective layer being the foundation of my future restoration. So even though I mentioned last time this will need to be treated with rust converter, this won't be the case. I did lots of research and spent hours thinking about how to proceed. Eventually I came across a company specialized on rust treatment and corrosion protection and ended up ordering almost everything which isn't a rust converter. Let's open the parcel together. So here's what I got. That's the stuff I want to apply onto the subframe mounting points. It's sort of a gel which dissolves rust but has to be removed within 24 hours, otherwise it's getting too hard. Here's roughly the same in a fluid form. That's some oil-based substance which will be applied into the overlaps to prevent future corrosion. And finally, that's basically the same as this one, but can be dissolved in water to get a rust removal tip, and I will try this out on one of those brackets. Let's first clean this panel up again. Now the instructions tell me to wash this area with hot soapy water and wipe it dry. Sorry, no hot water here in the garage, so if it doesn't work, it's been my fault. It's supposed to be applied in layers up to 4 mm thick. I can't imagine that that's even possible. So now up to this lower portion. Finally, the center portion. The layer already dried off in this area. Let's try to get it back to work. Most important here inside the edge. Up to the other side. This was revealed last time already, so you know what's going on. I would call it more of the same. Let's first strip the rest of the paint. I've overlooked rust bubbles here underneath as well. So where's the rust? Here it is. Sorry. Actually, there hasn't been sound material beyond this line. You may remember that I was playing around with a grinding stone in this area. Complete nonsense. I forgot forgot to show it on the other side, but here you can see how clean and crisp this edge turned out just with my hand tool. Again, make sure that the overlap is covered with lots of that stuff. Up to the lower portion, I will clean up this entire side as well. Don't worry, I held my breath. So, and finally, be aware that's not necessarily the outro of this video because I have to come back tomorrow. It has to be removed within 24 hours. In case I didn't make it, see you back next time. Goodbye.